It's time once again to look at your videos. Through the forms linked down below, you've been submitting your videos, and we are now going to look at them live today and hopefully give you and everybody else watching a little bit of advice, a little bit of feedback on how the introduction to your video could maybe hold people's attention a bit longer, how your outro could perhaps push people to a new video so people start an entire binge session on your channel, and how maybe your production could be improved in various ways so that the quality of your videos overall is increased and therefore people have a harder time clicking away. That's what it's all about today. And we're also doing this live. So if you're watching this after the fact and you're thinking, oh boy, I get to submit my channel, you would have had to have done that while we were live, unfortunately. So do be sure to check out our live streams Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And you can make sure to submit your channel. And then, if you can't stay the whole time, that's totally fine. It may still come up in the random draw. So as I said, for those of you who are here live, thank you so much. There are those forms down below. Shouting out your channel in chat won't really get it noticed for us to review the videos or anything like that. You got to use the forms down below. So yeah, without further ado, let's introduce Mr. Rob.
Without further ado, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us instead of watching Apple launch their latest very expensive products. And a little bit of a story for you this morning. I came into contact with a creator's greatest enemy. What do you think that is, everybody? I hear you ask. The gardener.
Oh,
been outside my window for the last 2 hours. And I haven't been able to get anything done. So let's help you get something done on your channels with these video reviews, Dan. And welcome back, Tish. I'm seeing Tish in the chat saying she's back from her mini vacation to DragonCon. So thank you, Tish. Welcome back. Auditing. Sorry. What's your moderator? Sorry, I forgot the word there. Moderator extraordinaire. You're doing a fine job already.
Yes, welcome back, Tish. And yeah, so today's tips are primarily going to focus on ways you can let go of your gardener that, won't be too heartbreaking. And maybe, we'll talk about appropriate severance packages for them, and times that your next gardener should be working on your yard, such as like 2 a.m. rather than 2 p.m.
Exactly.
Yeah, lots to go through here. It is going to take a couple hours to properly fire your gardener, but that is what we're going to do today. So
I knew I wasn't the only one.
Your neighbor decided to mow outside your window. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. We all need padded rooms, every YouTube channel. Like you can make a free YouTube channel. YouTube should also send you the equipment to like soundproof your room for free. That can't be too expensive, right? They're YouTube. They got money. All right. What we're really doing is looking at your videos. So yeah, the way this works is we have those random forms, and on those forms, we like to sometimes give priority to people who manage to submit right as they went live. And for the non-gaming form, that was Alan, One Piece. One Piece, I believe, is an anime production. I'm not too familiar with it other than that. But yeah, encouraging channel here with over 500 subscribers. They're testing out shorts. They're doing some long form videos. It looks like they're doing some live streams as well.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we take a look at the latest long form video and go from there?
I think that sounds good.
Both of them are swordsmen, both are the strongest characters alive, and one of them is stronger than the other.
Alright, talking about the title of World's Strongest Swordsman. Is Shanks really a swordsman? Let's talk about it. Short answer, yeah, probably. Some might argue he's a hockey specialist. Hockey is such a fundamental way of fighting in the world of One Piece. It would be ridiculous to separate it from the art of swordsmanship. If you ever think of Shanks as this hockey man, hockey specialist, not a swordsman, ask these questions to yourself. Will Zoro and Mihawk fight without hockey? Did Shanks and Mihawk...
Okay, that's 30 seconds. What are we thinking?
So I have no idea what he's talking about, but that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because this is not my area of interest. But what I do appreciate is that he's raising questions and ensuring that the community is engaged from the very beginning by asking some questions about the characters and presumably their class in this anime. I thought there was a good amount of scene pattern interrupts, scene jumping, bringing up big readable text on screen to emphasize points. The recording setup he has probably needs a little bit of tweaking, but we'll get back to that soon. But generally speaking, Dan, I was more than satisfied and impressed with this creators' content, given the size and where they're at on their YouTube journey.
Yeah, under 1,000 subscribers, we're seeing editing in the ranges we see on channels that are like well over 1,000 subscribers, well into their YouTube journey. So very encouraged there. And it's only a 5-minute video. I have to imagine the retention rate on this video is relatively high. Fans of One Piece probably getting a lot out of this, which is really
How many
cool.
comments does it have? That's probably give us an indication of okay. So that's not a bad return on 300 views, 60 comments. I'd certainly be happy with that.
Yeah, like what is that? Almost a quarter of people watching.
Yeah, I would tend to say on average we get one comment every 10 views. So to have a significantly higher ratio than that is again a very good start.
Yeah, so a lot of engagement, some decent likes is about what I would expect the like count to be as well. Why don't we take a look at? Let's see. It kind of seems like it's that way throughout. Why don't we take a look at the outro real quick?
All
I
right.
don't want to talk about like the scene that they've actually set up for themselves.
And second, don't you think there being another swordsman than Mihawk ruins Zoro's character that has been built up since the East Blue? Check out the video discussing who I think is the most overrated character in all of One Piece. And with that, I will see you guys later.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a decent outro there, a call to action directly to one video. I would probably skip
later.
including the playlist there. I would just leave it as one video. You know, you must watch this video. Don't worry about any of the other stuff on my channel. Go to this video next, and then hopefully have those binge sessions. And it was fairly swift as well, Dan. There wasn't any messing around in that outro. So again, good solid work.
Yeah, I would say just given the beginning and then the end, even at the end of the video before we got to the call to action, it was still like asking the audience questions like, don't you think this? And like,
Yeah.
so that pondering that they're kind of doing, the speculative kind of content they're kind of doing kept up until the very, very end. So we didn't really know the video was ending until it was ending, which is what you want. There's a lot of audible cues that you can hear in people's voice when they're trying to wrap up a video. I think last week we joked about it. Well, anyway, you kind of look down at the timeline and there's still several seconds left, and that person already gave the cue to like bail. So yeah, really strong video here. Let's take a look at just a good wide shot of their like setup.
Let's talk about the live.
So I do see some efforts being made here. We have like a blue kind of light strip here. We have posters, and then these like cards on the wall. My eye keeps getting like drawn to these. Really kind of hard to tell what they are. It looks like you're recording out of a bedroom, which is where most creators get their start. So nothing wrong with that at all. Rob, in terms of like incremental improvements, like for ways this creator could like level up, like what's one way you see right off the bat?
So I just want to first of all say that the one thing that they've got right and nailed down, and that's the first thing you should do, is audio. The audio is perfectly fine, sound fantastic. You've got all that set up, job done. So I think the lighting is where I'm looking at the first opportunity of improvement, because it looks as if it's one of those classic softer lights that's really emphasizing the cream yellow color on the wall. I think you have two choices here. You either replace that bulb with a CFL light or something that has a temperature of, what is it, 5,500 Kelvin. I think that gives you a pure white look. Or you turn off that light and you have a panel light just behind the computer, because it feels like you're being illuminated by the monitor. That's what's illuminating your face. I could be wrong there. But it feels as if there needs to be more emphasis on lighting your face as opposed to the background, because that's kind of where your focus is, isn't it? You're noticing everything in the background rather than the creator, because their face isn't well lit.
Yeah. So the background, the thing I was going to say about the background is that the posters that you've put directly behind your head don't like do you a whole lot of favors when you have all this space over here on the wall to the left of your head. So, like, if I were to talk about moving things around your room, that would be like one thing you can consider. Other than that, though, the lighting was the next thing for sure that I wanted to talk about, because they're obviously using the overhead light in the room, as you mentioned. And this is what I would say like a classic lighting mistake. That light is lighting the top of your hair and the whole room. And we want you to be lit just from the front. and then you have a lot more control over the look and feel of like everything. Even if the set design itself isn't like quite where you want it, with good lighting, a lot can be forgiven there. It makes your videos look a million times better. So some lighting tutorials, there's tons all over YouTube. We in particular really like Ben Johnson.
Yep,
Someone
it's on
we go
last
to a
week.
lot. Yep. Someone we go to a lot for these types of things. So yeah, those are just a couple things you could do to just kind of improve the overall aesthetic, like in your space. And I only bring this up,
So I've just turned off my panel light.
Yeah.
And because I've got it set to manual, the camera controls, now I'm just in darkness, and we're only getting a light source from the top, which is just doing a nice little shine on my bald head, which is so embarrassing. I want to cover that up now. There we go.
But I have 2 light panels that I can turn on and off, and this is what my room looks like when they're off. So, and my room isn't even like perfectly set up. Like I have a whole window that has no like curtains or treatments on it. So I have to like compensate a lot, like to control the light in my space. And I'm putting stuff over windows and I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But it has an effect that I'm happy enough with anyway. So yeah, it's all things that even I personally am looking to like make these incremental improvements. But it's definitely not stopping me from making videos either. That's not why I wanted to bring it up. I wanted to bring it up because they're doing such a good job. It's hard to find things to get them for.
Another thing they could try is filming from a different angle and filming into a corner. Now, this might mean that you're displaying your computer monitor, and so you'd have to have, I don't know, a screensaver or some graphics set up there to mitigate that. But because you're filming from a wall into the rest of your bedroom, it just means there's a lot of blank space and canvas. And so that could be a challenge. It could be an opportunity to move the angle. So I'm thinking you almost do a 90-degree turn so that you're filming from the left of the screen towards that whiteboard into that corner. But you have to experiment with that, because then it can look terrible until you perfect a new scene.
Yeah. So there you go. That was the first channel that submitted today. Congratulations on all of your success, though. I mean,
well done, Alan.
2 months on YouTube, their first video with over 1,000 views. They have 10,000 views here. Like, they already have some really big breakout videos, and I think for them, it's just a matter of continuing. Just carry on with what you're doing. This may not even...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this may not be their first YouTube rodeo.
It looks as if their format is strongest and weakest characters in this anime, and that's their through line throughout their content, which is an interesting approach. Rankings and attributes.
Yeah. So there you go. Thank you for submitting, and we're going to look at the first gaming channel now that managed to submit on our gaming forum. They are Radix, I think. They play Fortnite, Fall Guys, and Minecraft. And let's see how that holds up. I'm seeing a lot of Fortnite shorts. I see some Roblox here, which is not on the list. I'm not seeing any Minecraft, but maybe further down.
I think there was... did they celebrate 800 subscribers with a Minecraft video? Right at the top. I may be mistaken. 800 subs. Keep going up, Dan.
Oh.
Up and center. Is that Minecraft? I don't know. Maybe not.
That is something else.
That's Fortnite.
Yeah. So let's look at we're not doing channel audits right now. Let's look at their latest short, since it looks like I was trying to find their first long form video. There's one from 2 weeks ago, but I feel like they're really going on the short strategy. So let's see the most epic gamer moment ever.
Epic gamer moment. Epic gamer moment.
I didn't get it.
I didn't super get it. I was I guess the payoff was where I was like, wait, what? So this looks interesting, and it looks like something's going to happen. And then they fly down, and
Epic.
Was that the moment, them sliding on their knees? If so, like, why was it so like cut down? That's my concern for that video. I think the payoff might not be quite there, but maybe that's also a good thing. Maybe people watch it again like we did to see, well, wait a minute, what was that?
Yeah, maybe.
So from a shorts perspective, I think for people scrolling on the short shelf, they would definitely want to be interested in Fortnite. You're in some kind of world that, is probably for setting up weird things like this. I would say probably recognizable enough if I didn't read the title that, this is okay, this is probably Fortnite. But yeah, I guess that's the concern, right? People need to see this and want to stop and see what the heck is going on.
Let's try another one.
Okay. I'm trying to go back. Okay. Peely edit. It got 1,000 views.
Yep. I think that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looped. Okay.
I don't know about you, but did the volume seem a bit too low on that one, or there just wasn't enough
Yeah.
audio in there?
I think it was both. This one says I miss old Fortnite. It has 7.9K views. So let's look at that one. I'm gonna have to mute it, unfortunately, because the copyright music. Maybe the problem is I'm not like the biggest Fortnite person, so if there's a nostalgia aspect to this, it's going over my head. So it's hard to judge. I wanted to pick this one because it just got so many more views than some of the other recent ones. So it's kind of it's kind of hard to advise. I feel like it's a bit hit and miss. I mean, you got shorts here with like 44 views, 13 views, and then recently you seem to have found a little bit of success. I think for shorts, especially gaming shorts like this, where it's just a really quick gaming clip, it needs to be very clear to the audience what's happening. And for larger fans of this game, like that might be happening here. Like the Fortnite fans might stop on this and go, "Oh, okay, cool. I know exactly what's going on." It's a little bit harder for us because we don't play the game. Would you agree?
Yeah. The shorts themselves are, forgive a pun, are very short. I think they're like 10 seconds or less. So I think you do have that in your favor. And as Dan said, that's probably going to lead to more looping and rewatching of shorts when like, oh, I didn't realize this had looped over. A nice little hack there. And yeah, maybe just some text explanation or, even if it's robot voice explanation at the very beginning. I could sense on the I Miss Old Fortnite one that they spun around. It changed to a different character. I didn't recognize if the buildings changed or anything. Perhaps just to make it a little more accessible. Maybe not to Dan and myself because we don't play Fortnite at all. But I'd say even casual. I'm not talking about hardcore Fortnite gamers, but maybe casual Fortnite gamers may struggle to understand the context of some of these. But as you say, Dan, they've got a nice little run going here of 1,000+ views on latest shorts. So going down this interesting observations, semi glitches of Fortnite is definitely a content strategy worth researching and experimenting with more.
I would say so. Just to put my channel auditing hat on for a second, I would advise not this strategy. I think if you're going to have some success with Fortnite and you've lots and lots of Fortnite ideas, you should just kind of stay in that lane because you will attract a returning viewership to your shorts. And it's just tough when you're bouncing between subjects. It's like any other type of channel. We just recommend, not pivoting so hard into other directions, at least not yet. But of course, test things at your own discretion. It is shorts. I would say, it's at the very least just testing on them. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know if they've done any other games at this point. I did see one that looked like Roblox, but other than that, it seems like they have, for the most part, been sticking to Fortnite with the occasional Roblox video. But I've found it a lot easier to grow when you commit to one type of content. There are some older videos.
As I like to say, commit to consistency, whatever shape or form that consistency comes in. And game video topic is one of them.
Yeah, 3 months ago, they were trying some like Rubik's Cubes and things like that. So they're just kind of like trying all kinds of stuff. It seems like Fortnite has been like a longer term commitment. So I do wish them luck. Okay.
Next up then, Dan.
Yes, those are the first two channels. And now Now we get to go into our random selections as I carefully pick. Here we go. The claw.
The claw.
It's back.
Again.
It's back. So the way this works is we go to our forums where you've been submitting, and we start to randomly pick out channels. Number 318, and that's pretty recent. So we go into here, we see the channel, we look for the link, and then we begin checking out your videos. 5,000 subscribers for Glamma Tootsie House. Why don't we check out? Looks like they're just doing vlogs. Why don't we check out the latest one?
Yeah. All right. Looks good. This is a live stream, this one, I think.
Oh, is it?
My
Oh, streamed
goodness.
4 hours ago. Okay. Are they all streams?
Oh, okay. Well, not all of them.
This one's not.
Yeah.
But how often do they stream video? That's a short stream. I kind of wonder if we should look at a stream.
Yeah, so let's do it. That seems to be their bread and butter.
I didn't charge my phone up last night. I forgot. I was tired. I went to bed. I forgot. So, got up late. Now I got to take everybody to school. So, kill two birds with one stone. I need to have a video in, so.
Nope. So it did. That was not me or lag. The actual live stream had stopped for a second and skipped ahead.
I tell you what I was impressed by how the live when she started the live stream, there wasn't any hesitation or like, is this are we streaming now or anything like that or like an intro. She just went straight in and started broadcasting. Now I think we do have to add some huge caveats here in terms of quality because let's be honest, the quality here, as we can see on this freeze frame, isn't great, but it adds a level of raw authenticity to a live stream. And so the viewer's probably going to forgive that. And so we have to forgive that a little bit as well. Now, my question here is this the format of most of their videos? Is it usually... I'm thinking almost a bit like James Corden's Carpool Karaoke. Not that they're going to start singing or anything, but their videos are based on this lady either taking kids to school or doing grocery shopping or like just sharing her life through the medium of live streaming while she's driving. So can we just go back to like the thumbnails and stuff? Is it the same on the other ones?
Morning routine here.
Right. No, then is the answer.
Getting my granddaughter's reaction to teaching her how to drive. Okay. So definitely, it does seem like that. It does seem like they're just kind of going about their day and like commentating on how they're feeling at that time, or if there's something going on, they'll turn on the camera and start talking about that as well. Is there another one we want to look at for a minute? Morning routine.
Yeah, let's try that one as well. Is this streamed in vertical format, which again is fine because if people are watching on mobile, they'll be able to easily digest this in a vertical format.
In the morning, this is every morning. The first thing I do in the morning, ooh. That Colombian blend is so good. Got to have that coffee.
How many comments has this video got done?
We got one comment from them.
Cool.
They've pinned it. So I think the views came from the live portion. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are watching the VOD.
But is live stream chat disabled?
Ooh, good question. Live chat replay is not available for this video.
Was it edited?
It might have been.
Which brought the live stream chat.
Yeah, very well might have been.
Can we just try watch another one of these live streams? I'm curious now. Do they all have like no engagement after the fact?
Here's chat.
Today is the big day. Today is a big day.
All right, can we go to like 10 minutes into the video and then just play from there?
That was a stop sign.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh, we just watched somebody jump a red, jump a stop sign. So I am a little curious in terms of the metrics, because I see in the live stream that there's 2 people conversing with this person during the live stream. You would think with 900 views, nearly 1,000 views, that more people would be maybe having a conversation in a live stream. So again, I'm not saying there's anything suspicious or untoward going on there. I'm just puzzled as to why there are 1,000 views. Half of those views apparently hit the like button, but there's only 2 or 3 people engaging with the content.
That's a lot of likes too.
Yeah.
For that many views. Like
Yeah.
a crazy amount of likes. We're probably not going to get that many likes in this live stream. Or are we?
Or are we? Yeah. We're at 300 right now. Folks, fix that.
So I don't know what's going on there. What if the majority of the viewers are watching on mobile and they also know that, okay, well, they're driving. There's no point in chatting anyway. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that could be it. I guess what I'm hung up on right now is the video cutting out the way it is. For like the full 20 minutes, is it going to be like this?
Go straight. Ooh. Go straight.
I would be pretty terrified if my parents were recording me learning to drive and live streaming it to YouTube.
Yeah,
There's a lot of pressure there.
no, quite a bit. So I guess, yeah, that's it's very easy for us to say. I think the quality overall could be improved a little bit, right? We want to see some sharper picture quality. It's, it kind of depends on where you are and how your internet's doing, but that also might mean perhaps it's time to test out more videos rather than live streams, so that you have your recording straight into your phone. You don't have to worry about the internet taking your quality down, and then you can like go back and edit, the story together of the day. Let me just look real quick.
Have been practicing, y'all, so she kind of already got it.
So this is a video. So this wasn't streamed. The quality is much, much better. And it is more like teaching how to drive. 5,000 views on this.
Again, the 3 comments.
It's really concerning me.
Yeah. Where are you sharing this content externally somewhere?
Yeah, there might be. They could have like a really big Facebook following or something.
Yeah.
We do see a little bit of Facebook engagement here. So that could be, and some Reddit upvotes as well.
Can we just expand the description? I'm wondering what's in there. Maybe it gives us an indication of the community that they're in or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, what we can say is that the video, the nice high quality crisp video with 5,000 views, regardless of where you're sharing it, it did better. And I think that's because it's been edited down. It's nice, and like it's easy to hear, it's easy to look at, compared to some of these other ones where we don't know if our computers are lagging or the internet was lagging at the time that you streamed it. And it's just a way different experience. I think if you're going to do live streams, my personal advice would be to do them from home. And then when you're going to go out and do things, to make those videos. I think your channel will grow a lot faster because it's a much higher quality. And this one piece of evidence here kind of points to that, in my opinion. I don't know if we have anything to add there.
I think the biggest challenge you have is when you're running and gunning the video quality. So, I mean, is there even an argument for getting a a camera such as like a what would you use here? Like a Sony ZV-1 or a Canon GTX, is it 9 or 7 Mark II, 3? And as you said, Dan, rather than trying to live stream when you're out and about, using a dedicated camera for that. And then the internet issues. But yeah, I think we've got caught up here on both the technical aspects of it and the curious metrics that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I do think we've given them a little bit there to kind of work with.
Yep.
So we can move on to the next gaming video, courtesy of the Claw, which is 348 from the gaming forum.
And
always seems to lean to the higher end of the number spectrum.
just to explain, folks, we'd have two forms. One is a non-gaming form, one is a gaming form, and we have roughly the same numbers on each form. And so we try to have a balance between the two, because we do have a lot of gaming channels who watch these live streams. But as we always stress, it really typically isn't about the topic. It's more the format, the structure, the style, and you can apply those strategies to all types of videos, not just because we're going to review Hokey Suri's video about Minecraft. There's probably some stuff in here that we'll talk about which could apply to your tech channel, your beauty travel channel, your travel channel, and so on.
As you can see, just from the few channels we looked at today, there's a wide variety of creators doing all sorts of things on YouTube. And I think by the end of this, you're going to see a lot of different things going on that could apply to all kinds of channels. So yeah, let's take a look at the best pack. What is this? The best Minecraft 119 PvP texture pack.
All right.
So interesting. I have not seen people review texture packs and things in a while in all of the different reviews we do. It looks like they also have some success in this topic in the past with 20,000 views from a couple months ago.
Nice.
So not a big frequent uploader, but yeah, definitely at least that video and then a couple with over 1,000 views. All right, let's take a look.
So just before you press play, Dan, imagine this might be the best top 10 travel destinations, or the top 10 makeup lipsticks, or the top 10 phones of 2022. We're going to try and review it in that type of critiquing style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Mario Kart, I think.
That's Mario music, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Mario Kart.
I think it's Mario Galaxy. Is it?
Oh, Galaxy, I think it is.
Yeah, surely this has been dinged for Mario music.
People do this. If you're playing games, it kind of all the other game music becomes like fair game, if you will.
Been a while. Today we're going to try and make a PvP text pack in the 24 hours. And then I'm going to ask people to rate it 1 to 10. If we get an average score below 6.5, I have to wear this skin for 2 weeks. We'll also try it out in game.
So this is 45 seconds. What we saw was like a big epic intro trying to show off their version of the finished product. In this case, the texture packs. They were just kind of playing the game a little bit, showing off what the game could look like if you download these texture packs, which for those who don't know, basically make Minecraft just look different. You know, the blocks are retextured. Sometimes there's shaders that change the lighting, things like that. I wanted to look in the description to see if anything was mentioned about music. There is nothing mentioned about music. So after we got out of the intro, which we could talk about in a second, I don't know about you, but I could barely hear them and the music. It was all turned down.
It felt like not only the volume on the audio was turned down, but the volume on the creators' energy felt somewhat flat as well. So, you know, this is a challenge for a lot of creators, finding a style of communication that works on video. We're not all the most hyperactive, loud, Mr. Beast style commentators, but there is a certain tone and voice that you'll want to prepare and develop. So yeah, it didn't get me excited about learning the texture packs for Minecraft.
Right. Well, in the intro, I was kind of excited. And that's my next critique, I think. I think you would agree,
Mhm.
muting the music here. There wasn't a lot of scene switch ups. I can tell they're using a shader pack and they're probably trying to show how epic the game
Mm.
looks with this
Yeah.
lighting pack. But this, I think, goes on entirely too long. They did change the shots, but they didn't change the scenery until this point. You know, this is where the whole thing just kind of looks way different now. And that was a cool I like that at the
That's
end.
22 seconds. That.
Yeah, the character walking towards us and getting blown to bits like this, like I love that. I think that's a really cool shot. I just think this was a like, you know, they went a little overboard with just how much they decided to make us wait until that really cool shot. Whereas the video could have just started with first being in the room, then the characters exploding with all their items coming out of their body because they died, and then we get into the video. And then this was kind of a weird choice too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, 5-second black screen. I think it's still music behind it when we first watched it, but what happened there? So 27 seconds in is when this video actually starts, but you could have still had your epic intro and then gotten into this bit of the video, I think, in about 5 seconds without the black screen, or you can even do a 1 second, you know, cut to black just for the dramatic effect and then come right back. Like, you don't want to give people that many opportunities to go, maybe I'm in the wrong place. I don't really know what's happening here. Because I would say for me, I don't know about you, but after about a few seconds of this, I was kind of wondering if there was ever going to be a host that came onto the video and started talking.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. There's a phrase, Dan, that you used, I think, in our video on Monday called "kill your darlings."
Mm-hmm.
And it feels as if this creator wanted to have this quite dramatic introduction, which is fine.
Yep.
But then it lasted for 27 seconds. And you have to accept from the viewer's perspective that they will be impressed, but only for a very short amount of time. And also, I think you almost have two intros. You have this epic 27 seconds, you know, epic in quotation marks, and then you actually tell people what the video's about. And you should potentially try and merge those two together. So you have maybe 3 or 4 seconds of this epic looking textures, and then you switch to that next scene that was after about 16 seconds, Dan. And that's where the voiceover kicks in to tell us what you're doing. So you're stacking up all of these interesting elements into the beginning of your video, which I think this intro could be, I'd say 15 seconds, if not less.
Mm-hmm. And then there was kind of an additional intro here because there was the whole bit where you were saying today we're going to look at, you know, so we're kind of in a second intro now. And then eventually you also got to some stakes that you've added to the video. Like, there
was that.
If we get so many ratings, I have to wear the skin for 2 days, you know, or whatever it was. And that is like an interesting incentive to like get the audience kind of involved a little bit and then give your video with just that. Usually, you know, you wouldn't expect something like this, like that little bit of extra layer of like, oh, you know, a little bit of intrigue there. Go ahead.
I was going to say, can we look at the previous version of this video, Dan, which got like 20,000 views?
Yes, let's take a look. Let me get the volume corrected here.
Yeah. More copyrighted music.
Yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, does it ever go away?
It's probably going to do exactly the same thing. It's probably going to do like 15 seconds of music intro and then actual intro.
Songs. Yeah, I don't think this would be like I recognize these names. I don't necessarily think this is like an Epidemic Sound situation. So the unfortunate thing is this video, I've done videos like this and they can get views years and years later.
Yeah, this could get 6 figures potentially view wise.
And you could end up being monetized while you've made other videos and stuff like that. And you'll never see a dime from this video because all your music got you into trouble. So That might be why they switched to Mario Galaxy in the video following this one. But yeah, that is. I'm gonna have to continue to have this muted for a while. Although we did see 4 different songs listed in the description.
Yeah.
So similar to before, kind of the epic intro is back. Does it? No.
Just music.
Yeah. So PvP texture packs.
This might literally be a musical showcase of all of the texture packs.
Let's see. Pack number 2. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. There's no reason for like a person to come on at any point. In which case, they've been taking some risks here, like adding their voice to the next one.
Yeah.
Changing the music up, trying to, button up in terms of copyright and everything like that. This video was only an hour old too. So plenty of time for it to like get itself out there. But I think what we're saying is that the intros of their videos in general, although epic looking, could be tightened up a little bit. So there we go. I don't know what's happened here. YouTube's completely changed because it's taken on the color of of MS Paint or Photoshop or whatever that is and put it on YouTube. Do you see that? It's reshaded YouTube.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know what's going on there. All right. Anyway, that was distracting.
I did want to mention, by the way, the previous best 119 PvP texture packs. That is a brilliant thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Super simplistic. You instinctively get what that video is going to be about. So credit there. And for all you folks who are watching, like how much Minecraft context was there? There wasn't really that much context, actually. We were talking about the decisions made with the epic intro versus jumping straight into it. So I think, the kill your darlings aspect that we were speaking about there, that could apply to all sorts of careers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go. Kill your darlings. I don't know if we explained that very well, by the way. That's just a phrase that basically gives you permission to cut things out in your edit that you would otherwise want to keep. But for the sake of retention, for example, you would put them on the cutting room floor and never look at them again. All right. Well, Google's doing that again.
File unavailable.
I got to reload. Thanks, Google. Every time I'm streaming, it's like on a timer, and it's only on Wednesdays while the live stream is happening that I have to do that. Okay, so we're over 400 responses on both forms. So now we're going to need to reset the claw. So put it up to what is it, 450, you think?
Yeah. Let's see if you lot can continually break this claw by submitting your channels, but also giving us a like at the same time.
Mm-hmm. 130 on the non-gaming forum. Howpers.
Another anime channel.
Another anime channel. I bet you won't be the last one today.
This sometimes happens, folks. We won't audit any anime channels for months, and then 2 come along at once.
So their latest video is, I asked Mr. Beast what the best anime ever made is. So interesting concept for a video. Trying to, involve other major creators. This is something we've seen as a strategy, works pretty well. So yeah, let's check out that video.
Yeah.
That's my dirty pleasure, right? What is it? Not dirty pleasure. Guilty. Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
Howdy, I'm Valvers. Yo,
Pause. So that was like a good intro in that they were just taking a comedic moment from a later interview. I'm dropping it in the middle, dropping it at the beginning for 5 seconds. I guess if you were going to be somewhat critical of that, one of Mr. Beast, because that was Carl, right? I think.
Yeah, that was Carl.
As opposed to Mr. Beast, but even so, good start, good intro.
Yeah, I think if you were to put the Mr. Beast, he probably only got like a quick soundbite.
Yeah,
right? That'll come in later. If you were to put that at the beginning, people would leave after that. Like, okay, cool, got my fix.
Oh, you think they would?
I think they would. I think maybe they would hope that there was more, But maybe if they felt like that clip was just full enough, they're like, okay, he asked Mr. Beast what the best anime is. In the first second of the video, Mr. Beast said it, and we're good to go.
But I
now
wouldn't.
with Carl's there.
I wouldn't put that at the beginning. I put something from Mr. Beast, but not the answer to the title.
Right. But my concern is maybe the only question you got to ask him was, what's the best anime?
True.
So having Carl there kind of gives that like validity, like, oh yeah, if Carl's in it, then why wouldn't Mr. Beast be in it? Like they're always in so many videos together.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask Mr. Beast's favorite anime. We're gonna find it. You too, Carl. You're not safe.
Mr. Beast, it is 5:03. 5:03. Where you at?
He's not here today, obviously. But we're here to get wristbands from him. So hopefully I can get my wristband. And if he finesses me, we're gonna have a problem. We're on the street. It's mid.
Oh,
this is from this weekend, isn't it? When
he went to the burger joint opening.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like, in that sense, the pitch of this video could have been different? I mean, it's an anime channel, so maybe not.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good question.
A lot of people were probably filming that day.
Yeah.
It looks like a convention hall in there. And maybe there's a lot of videos. I went to Mr. Beast's burger store opening. Burger store. Anyway, we'll keep going.
Be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that.
You know what's funny? That in anime conventions, this is easier to do, but like in public places like this, people be grilling me like this. I'm like, damn, Carl, it's just a camera, man. Yo, I cut it. Yo, damn. So we.
What are you thinking?
I feel like I get the premise of the pitch. What was the story, the setup of the story strong enough here? I'm trying to remember. Did he actually say in the video that his intention is to ask Mr. Beast what's the best anime ever made, and why maybe he's pursuing this challenge or goal?
We skipped around a bit. Let's watch the intro just again.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my dirty pleasure, right? What is it? Not dirty pleasure. Guilty. Hey, yo!
Howdy, I'm Valverse. Yo, hold the camera steady, cut. Anyway, we're gonna ask Mr. Beast's favorite anime. We're gonna find it. You too, Carl. You're not safe.
Mr. Beast, it is 5:00.
So that's all we kind of got. Just a very quick. This is what we're gonna do. I think I'm personally thinking I want to know what's going on. We had to find out through context that it was actually at a mall, not a convention.
Yeah.
I would have liked to hear him say, so we're at the blah, blah, blah mall where Mr. Beast has just opened up, this brand new burger store, because that's what they're called now. And, he's supposed to be working there today. So we're going to see if we can ask him what his favorite anime is.
I like this bit where he's setting up the chase for Mr. Beast. Like, it's this time and he's not here. This could take days. This could take weeks. I'm going to have to go up and down the mall. I'm going to have to go in all sorts of shops to try and find him. Maybe there could have been some stakes or intrigue raised there as well. I want to know when or where he finds Mr. Beast in this 8-minute video now.
Okay,
Do you think we can scan?
We're gonna spoil it for everybody.
Yeah. So all of the audience retention ruined for the 600 people who are watching this live stream if they go and check it out.
So,
that's Colin.
Yeah, look at that. A lot of YouTube personalities. There's Samir.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTube personalities showing up.
Cool.
There's the Carl clip. So he probably said Mr. Beast for last. There we go.
There we go.
So that's at the end here.
So, typically you want to save the best till last. And if you're watching a movie, then you want the set piece for the finale, the fantastic end, to be at the end. But on YouTube, you have to be a little more. What's the phrase I'm looking for here, Dan? You can't rely on the majority of your audience watching up until 8 minutes 4. I mean, I'd be very curious to know what the audience retention is. Like, of the 500 people who've watched this video, maybe 100, 120 people got to this point, or they scrubbed the timeline just like we've done.
Mhm.
Maybe you try and need to add little segments in throughout that kind of get to the end point. I don't know. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I would have, if you're gonna wait till the end of the video, I would have built up the tension more. And I like, one thing I noticed this video is missing for like a vlog where you're like out and about, I would expect more dramatic music at points, just different story building and tension building methods used throughout the video to try and at least keep me engaged. Like, so I imagine like halfway through the video, they're like, okay, so I finally got the schedule. I've been looking all day for Mr. Beast, and I managed to track down Bob. Bob actually knows Mr. Beast's schedule. So Bob says Mr. Beast is good. You know what I mean? Like, so he's just kind of building the tension of like, am I even going to find him? It's already 5 o'clock. So that's the first hint we get that it's kind of late in the day, or maybe that was early in the morning. I didn't really see. And, you know, we need to like figure this out before it gets too late. You know what I mean?
And maybe the creator's doing this, but we don't have time or the patience to just watch the entire video. And another thing might be is this creator out of their comfort zone by going to the mall, vlogging outside, trying to find a very famous YouTube celebrity? Maybe these things don't come naturally to you as a creator, which is fine. And all credit to you for attempting this if it is an experiment. I think, Dan, after we've maybe watched this last segment, we'll just quickly check what his normal content is on the channel.
He's literally right here, bro. Hey, Mr. Beast, what up? Can I ask you just 2 questions? Okay, sure. All right, ready? You're the best anime ever created.
Frick. I mean, I want to say Naruto, but by today's standards, it sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I told him.
Yeah, but when I watched it, it was great. So,
okay.
I mean, I guess right now, I don't know, like, Promise Neverland was good, but then season 2 sucked.
Yo, he got taste low-key? What the heck?
I don't know. I'm going to just say Naruto the same.
Naruto, okay. The worst anime ever created.
I mean, I just don't watch it.
you the Beast, you're a GOAT. Everybody's a GOAT. And we all.
So I feel as if that could have been teased at the very beginning, like him asking a question. So you know that this creator got some access to Mr. Beast, and before Mr. Beast gave the answer, then you scratch it and go to the beginning of the story, so to speak.
Yeah, that there was enough there where I think you could have teased it at the beginning a little bit. Maybe it's just a collage of all the different creators that you talked to. There was a number of them in the video.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's your favorite anime? And then you just have them standing there wondering, like it's just cutting to different faces, like thinking, and then like some kind of quick splash screen when now you're in the mall and, you know, here's what's happening today. But
all
so
right,
overall, pretty cool. Pretty cool. They got access to this event.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. They got to do that. Yeah. But let's look at a more, you know, usual video for the channel.
Yo, hear me out. She looking crazy. She looking crazy. You know, she looking like she'll ruin my life. Come ruin my life. Come ruin my life. You feel me? Howdy. I'm Power Person, and we're doing a smasher pass, but with Pokemons as regular monster girls, I think. But this video was inspired by Taken Hades, so I'll link the stuff down below. Without further ado, let's hop straight into it. All right, so first we got
all right, this is all solid stuff. Like he's got a good format going here for reaction content for anime stuff. The wardrobe. We need to sort out the wardrobe. That it just eesh. But other than that, yeah, again, like it's good passion, energy, really involving the audience, having text jumping on screens, going here, left, right, and wherever. Exciting content, I think. I would say probably very engaging.
Yeah, I completely agree. And there was, you know, good music used. The tension was built up nicely. Yeah, use of text. Like the video looks like it does, in fact, jump around quite a bit as we scrub through here. I'm a little bit nervous about clicking into any parts of the video specifically. But yeah, well done there. Well done on 4,300 views as well. I think just judging by the edits, the pace is probably kept up really well throughout this entire video. So holds people's attention, you know, all the way to the end. It looks like they're still looking at these different Pokemon all the way at the end of the video.
Can you just play one more reaction video? I just want to see if that wardrobe's in all of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So this homie goes, I literally cannot watch DBZ sub. Goku's voice equals nails on a chalkboard. Now, watching DBZ sub is crazy. Watching DBZ sub is crazy. I'm Power Person.
It is, right. And the funny thing is that the door's slightly ajar every time. So I think he needs to put like a somebody peering through that. Like you could probably edit that in somehow.
Anime character kind of peering.
Yeah, make it
yeah.
part of the scene somewhat.
So is your recommendation to get rid of the wardrobe entirely or just close the door?
I don't know. It's just so distracting for me.
Yeah. But it could just be something.
I know it's a limitation of filming in a cramped space, and like you can't just move a wardrobe wherever you want to, but it's just funny.
Could be something aspirational to improve upon.
It's a really weird size as well, that wardrobe, because like if you look at the door behind it.
So this York New City.
I'm trying to find it again. Ah.
So look,
Right,
it's smaller. It's significantly smaller than the door, but he's probably taller than it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really hung up on this thing.
I'm getting really tied up on his wardrobe now as well. Let's move on, shall we?
All right. Next channel. Where are we at in the form? Yep. 470. Okay. Well, we're not on that form, so we'll just use the claw for this one. And we will do 358. The claw hates the lower half of the form.
Yeah, there's conspiracy rumors awash in the chat. All high numbers.
So their channel focuses games, all of them. Should be interesting.
All the games.
All the games. And they've submitted an actual video rather than the channel itself.
Ugh.
So I guess we're not going to get a choice here. We have to watch this specific video.
Okay.
So it has 191 views. It was posted on the 11th of August. So it's getting a little bit older now. Here we go.
So if you've seen our server video, you've probably seen that we have a server and we're pretty stacked.
I have not seen your server video. Just going to throw that out there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So today we've decided to go to the end. And well, we've already been here and tried to destroy.
Who are we?
Maybe that person?
Yeah.
Then the dragon a little bit. And we've kind of broke the crystals and then died. Yeah, I lost a bit of stuff, but I mean, it was just almost broken bow and a sword. I was just testing. Hey, that's a dragon.
37 seconds in. What are your thoughts?
This feels like a live stream rather than an edited video. I think this is a perfect opportunity for what you might consider a classic Minecraft intro, where you have captions jumping onto screen and saying, in this video, we're finally going to beat the Ender Dragon on this server that has these limitations or this, or makes it this challenging. And we're going to build something afterwards to celebrate. But what it is, you'll have to find out. Mm-hmm. Or similar. I'm guessing that this is pretty much just a screen recording completed, uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah, it's not live stream nor edited video.
In which case, it could probably be a third of the length of what it currently is. It could probably be 7 to 8 minutes long and still have all of the information it needs for the viewer to know what's going to happen. But then that makes it more exciting, more dramatic, more entertaining. Just from the intro.
Yeah. If you're going to start the video by saying, if you've seen our server video, you know that we're pretty stacked. I want to see a clip from the video. I want to see evidence that you're stacked, that you have like a lot of stuff, that killing the Ender Dragon, which you're about to do, shouldn't be an issue, because this is child's play now. We've been playing Minecraft for a while. Our server is really well funded in terms of gear, so we're good to go. But, it was kind of this dependency on like, oh, you're my returning viewers and only my returning viewers. So in that case, you've probably seen our server video. So you already know this information I'm going to say again. Like, there wasn't a big enough effort there to get new viewers in the door, which is what we're kind of pointing at here as one of our concerns. You need to remember that your video could get discovered by someone who's never watched your channel before. Any of your videos, that could happen to. I want to talk real quick about the title and thumbnail. Mm-hmm. It says, finally beating the Ender Dragon on my server plus building a dragon egg statue Minecraft. So that is definitely two things. That's two titles in one. you could have done just building a dragon egg statue in Minecraft as your title. And then I want to see the dragon egg statue. Or you could have done finally beating the Ender Dragon, which has been done a billion times. I wouldn't recommend it, but I would want to see the Ender Dragon in mid explosion.
Yep.
So instead, you've chosen to do a Minecraft village. Maybe you didn't choose it. Maybe YouTube chose it for you. But there's just, unfortunately, like, that intrigue is missing for everybody. But I think building a dragon egg statue is unique. I think it's cool. I think not a lot of people, after they beat the Ender Dragon, bother to do anything with the egg that you can get afterwards. So the fact that you took it and did something with it, that is the exciting part. I think that's the part that gets people to click. But in doing so, you would want to focus your entire video around that. You would want to talk about, I need to go get one first. So now you're telling a story about having to go kill the Ender Dragon, get the egg to bring it home. The thumbnail is already supporting that you did do that, but now we can kind of see the epic buildup, right, of this happening. But this is why we tell people you should plan your titles and your thumbnails ahead of time, because they'll dictate the entire course of your video. They'll change the way you edit the video. And by the end of it, you will have a fully completed story, one that's a lot harder for people to click away with. I think that's just some general advice. We could certainly continue, but yeah, it was. I will say by 37 seconds, I was already feeling a bit bored. I was feeling like there's just not. I don't know what's going to happen here. Like we've already killed the Ender Dragon, or we failed to. Oh, there he is again. The commentator gets really quiet and pulls out his bow and just tries. So no epic music like pointing to, oh, okay, this is gonna be an epic moment. And he's gonna start shooting at the Ender Dragon now. Like there's just nothing really here. So we really need to be editing our videos.
Do you want to jump to, let's say, randomly 4 minutes into the video and just press play? So there's what, 5 to 10 seconds of silence here.
I hear the clicking, so
yeah.
Yeah, you hit me in water. Why did I actually get my carrots out of my inventory?
And we probably wouldn't need to see besides inventory management, right?
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, just looking at the 2 segments we've seen, it doesn't look as if a creator's making any editorial decisions here to trim it down and make it. They're not thinking about the viewer's experience of the content, I think, enough at this point.
So there's a guide on how to beat the Ender Dragon. I'm just trying to see. So defeating the Ender Dragon is easy in Minecraft.
Defeating the Ender Dragon, getting over 60 levels of XP, and the super rare dragon egg sounds cool. However, actually doing it can be quite difficult. But no worries, because in this video, I'll teach you how to defeat it easily. Also, most
All right, how long was that? Okay, 13 seconds.
12 or 13 seconds. So see the difference there in... And I know there was a tutorial versus like a more Let's Play kind of experience, but I just wanted to find a video about the Ender Dragon that was done a bit differently. You see the thumbnail is saying that this is easy, which traditionally it's supposed to be one of the harder boss fights in the game. And, they came right in with what value we're going to get in the video. And they did a montage of all the things you need to do leading up to beating the Ender Dragon.
Time-lapsed as well. So
yes. Yeah, it was like really well done time-lapse. So really, really solid intro. And I was a lot more excited to continue watching that video. And this is what I would be doing if I were... See, this one says number 7, which means it's probably a Let's Play. So let's see this person's take.
In my time playing Minecraft on this channel, I've beaten the Ender Dragon many times. First, I did it by only using melons. Then I did it...
Is that possible?
Yeah, you can get melons, so I guess you just beat him to death with a melon.
Really? Okay.
Well, kind of. And then there was that one time I did it without jumping, and the time I did it without even walking. There was even the time I beat the Ender Dragon while only being able to breathe underwater. But of all the dragon battles we've had on this channel, none will be quite as easy as the one we're about to have today. And also before...
So, the epicness, the storytelling, like... This is what you're competing against now in the Let's Play space for gaming channels. So please, like when you're making these videos, take the time. Don't be afraid to find videos that have been made similar to the one you're making and think, oh no, someone else has already done this. People have done everything everywhere, first of all, and especially in the Minecraft space, everyone's done it all. Look at what they do and then try to make your video, try to make it this way, but in your own style. Try and find the things that this person didn't do. This person is trying to set up a really easy Ender Dragon battle, it seems. Maybe you want to set up a way more challenging one. Maybe you can make yours even easier. Like it's this one-upsmanship that keeps creators, growing on the platform. And that's my speech. We're almost at 500 on this non-gaming forum, Rob.
Oh my goodness.
All the non-gaming channels are like, yeah, Minecraft.
5,000. Whoa, we're not quite there.
288. Tech Closet. Good name for a channel.
Now we need to check if they're live streaming about Apple, and if they are.
They're not.
All right. No Apple Insight. It says all PC stuff.
Oh, there's a Mac Mini here from 2 months ago.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't upload a whole lot. All right, so I like these thumbnails. Let's take a look at the latest video.
Hello everyone, still thinking if you should build PC now or wait? I'm here with $400 gaming PC build that you can build now and upgrade in the future. Hit the like button and let's start.
Pause.
As you might
I thought that was an excellent intro. Like you see something visually interesting in terms of a desktop PC. And he basically says that there's no point in waiting. You can get this, you can build this for $400. $400 sounds like a cheap cost to build a PC like that. You've got me invested. And they even had the quickest of quickest splash screens there, didn't it, Dan? If you just want to go back to 5 seconds and then play it. Like if you are desperate to have some branded intro.
Hit the like button. Tech Closet. Yeah.
That's it. Like,
That's it.
A second or less.
Very clean. Everything about this is clean.
Clean. Yeah.
The music is clean. The computer is clean. Like my computer's wires everywhere. I was not this thoughtful when I put together my PC, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. But I do respect when, if you're going to do a PC gaming channel, like this adds credibility. The lighting in here is really cool as well.
Yeah, I would say this creator's earned more of our time, Dan. So let's just watch for another 30 seconds. I'd say go back to where we were and just let's keep watching.
This will be an integrated graphics build, so we need to find a proper CPU. I got a Ryzen 5 4600G. For the price of $140, we are getting 6-core 12...
You are showing, not telling. He's not giving us the specs. He's just...
used a stick of RAM to open the box.
And most importantly, an integrated graphics chip Radeon Vega 7, which is great value.
Nice jump cuts.
CPU TDP is 65 watts, so a stock cooler that goes with the CPU with pre-applied thermal paste should handle temperatures. We'll see later in the test. Another good choice for the
CPU. Not necessarily showing us how to build it.
Faster
It's just like just telling us all of the components available in there.
And
we're now oh, is it? Are they actually showing us? Okay.
Installation is pretty easy. Just simply open the bracket, gently place the CPU in the socket, and close the bracket. CPU cooler installation is
it is a build.
It makes that look very easy because my guess is it took a good 5 to 10 minutes to set up the framing of that shot. And like, how am I gonna put my finger on this lever and let it slot into position? I don't know if you've ever done that, Dan, but sometimes when I've been having to get the shot just right a couple of times, I think this is going to be easy. And then half an hour later, I'm still trying to adjust the shot a little bit to make sure that my hand's in the right place. I'm putting the camera on the right table or whatever. This creator is making what creators would know are fairly tricky things to record seamless.
Yep. I imagine they have a lot of good equipment at their disposal too. Like for getting these super close-up shots, that are nice and clean looking, some really nice tight lenses, and the lighting is just perfect throughout this whole video too.
a little bit tricky, but still nothing hard. Unscrew the motherboard mount and install CPU cooler, making sure it's not blocking access to RAM slots. Speaking of RAM, I installed 16GB kit from Silicon Power. 2 plates by 8GB on 3200 MHz frequency. It's a great fit for this build. Of course, if you want to lower the budget, you can go with
each clip is no more than 5 seconds. And even though they don't have a really nice smooth dolly, to move the camera along. They're probably doing this handheld. That little bit of motion is just panning across this motherboard. Again, just a nice little technique that anybody can use.
Yeah. So let's jump to later on in the video. It looks like they did testing in games. That was quite a long chapter segment here.
Some games. So let's test our gaming performance. First game, Valorant. Graphics preset is low on 1080p resolution.
So here's an interesting question, Dan. They're actually they're filming the screen rather than doing a screen recording. Do you think in this setup it's the right way to go, or would you start recording the screen specifically at this point?
I think if you were to do it this way, it would be pretty dynamic to do both. So like you can have the wider shot showing the monitor, which does look cool. It's like on a monitor arm, and because it's like a hybrid of a build setup, like a PC build setup, you can forgive it. But I would like to see it jump to screen capture, which it never seems to. So it might be a matter of, because it's a brand new PC, they didn't want to waste too much time setting up screen recording software, and so they just went ahead and rolled with what they had. But yeah, that could be one area of improvement. I think we're getting a little bit of glare on the screen, and now we're expected to kind of read up here. So
44 Hz. And we are seeing
Maybe I'm not
100
seeing
to
glare now.
140 FPS on different maps. Great results. Let's set graphics to max, and even then we are getting 90 plus most of the time. Let's move to another.
You're getting a bit of screen blur.
Yeah.
Because the camera is not keeping up with the frame rate probably of the machine. I mean, it's running at 130 frames per second, and the camera is probably recording at 30 or 60.
Yeah. Impressive build, though. This is without a graphics card. So I'm actually like really impressed by this build they've done.
So and then what the outro is.
Yeah, they have a conclusion.
All right.
Okay.
We have something to say about that.
We got some tips for you.
In the comments, and subscribe to this channel to see motage content like this.
So how long does this go on for? That's just a straight 20 seconds. All right.
I think it was literally like, yeah, YouTube gives you 20 seconds for your end screen. And so yeah,
you have is that a $500 or $300 gaming laptop?
$500.
500. So I think instead of just having this splash screen at the end saying, so I've just built a desktop here for $400. But what if you're on the move? What if you need a gaming laptop for traveling? Well, I made one for just $100 more than this. So check out the video over here.
Yeah,
that would be how I would replace this end screen.
Yeah, that's unfortunately they kind of started doing an outro way sooner too, it seems.
Value for the price. Finishing up, thank you very much.
So
that's a big my YouTube audience retention has just died.
Yeah, as soon as you say the words finishing up, everybody's starting to click off. They know that you're
done. The branded screen there I don't think was required either.
Yeah. It puts a nice bookend on the video itself, but in terms of just YouTube retention, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have indicated your video's ending. I wouldn't have done this really long subscribe call to action either. As soon as you got to this screen, I would have gotten rid of this, the tech closet outro screen.
Yeah.
And I would have used the same B-roll and said, so this PC only costs $400 all said and done. And like Rob said, for just $100 more, you get this laptop. It's on the screen now. Learn all about that by clicking the video you see. Like something very simple, and give them a couple seconds to click on the video and out. Done. You're going to see the retention graph not do this steep drop off next time. So 4 minutes and 35 seconds. If you look at your retention, you'll see what we're talking about. You'll notice there's probably, out of your 3,800 viewers, a number of them that left as soon as you said finishing up. We want to avoid that because that's going to help your overall average percentage, in terms of keeping people in your video.
There's a good comment here. I hate how YouTube always punishes channels for having a long outro. You need time for people to click the link. You don't need to give people time to click on a link. You need to tell them exactly what they should do next, and then they should only need like a second or two to make that decision.
Yes.
This is what we're seeing here, I guess, is the standard protocol for outros between 2014 and 2020. That default outro graphic along with a couple of choices. But now viewers are getting more savvy on the platform. They know what they want to watch and they know where to navigate to.
Yep.
The creator has to put more effort into telling the viewer what they should do next and one simple call to action.
And why they should do it.
And why they should do it.
If you are in the budget for a $400 computer, then why wouldn't you be in the budget for a $500 computer? You know, so that video that we were seeing on the end screen, and this one right here, would be appealing to the people who just watched this video. And so if you tell people not only where they can go, but why they should go there, you have a really good shot at getting people to watch a second video from you, which really matters. That makes a huge difference. That's better than them hitting subscribe, in my opinion. That's definitely going to get your next video put on their homepage next time they log into YouTube.
This is going to increase your average views per viewer metric. And I'm thinking about making a video about this soon, about how we've noticed when our number went from 1.8 to 2.2, that's coincided with a significant increase in views and watch time. And lazy is not the right word, but this is just a very formulaic standard outro. And you deserve more views on your content. And this is one area where we think you could fix that. Yeah. You would increase your I bet your click-through rate percentage is around 5% or less. I bet you could double that, if not triple that, with a more dedicated, thought put in call to action at the end.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not even saying that YouTube themselves, the YouTube as an algorithm is going to punish this video for not doing the outro our way. It's just a missed opportunity. We would like to see the retention up, of course, because better retention is just better all around. But just because the retention drops before you get to this point doesn't mean the video is going to suffer in any way. I don't think this video suffered at all. It's a very new video with 3,800 views on a channel with 320 subscribers.
Yeah, awesome.
Video's thriving, okay? I would just be careful about blaming YouTube, because I know that person said, why, like, YouTube punishes us for having long outros. It doesn't. It's the viewers. If you want to blame somebody, not to sound mean, blame the viewers. You know, they know what they want to watch next, and if you're not willing to provide it, they're going to go find it from somebody else. This has nothing to do with YouTube.
Let's put our Desiree hat on for a second, Dan. And can you just expand the about section? Like, are they already into affiliate links and stuff? Because right now, they're not earning any money from YouTube because they don't have 1,000 subscribers. They can't monetize. But I would likely say that let's say this video was monetized and I got 3,000 views from it. That might be, let's say, $20 to $30 in AdSense.
Yeah.
All you need is 0.1% of those viewers to click on one of these affiliate links and buy something, and they're going to earn more money from that. So they've already set this up. Dan, we need to buy a t-shirt or a logo or something, and we'll say, this is probably not the creator's first channel, given what we've seen.
Probably not. Or they've done the work, they've educated themselves, and now they're starting off YouTube with just that higher level of YouTube education under their belt. This is exactly what we want to see. Every single part in the video has an Amazon affiliate link next to it. They've probably already made quite a bit of money off this video, I have to imagine. Because when I'm watching PC building content, when I'm on Reddit and people are recommending parts to me, I want to know exactly what they have. Like, you cannot mess around with PCs. Like, certain components need to work with other components. But if this person's telling me you can get these frame rates for $400 and I'm interested in building a gaming PC for $400, like, I'm clicking every single one of these links. I want to go directly, like you and I, Rob, have talked about, we'll go find it ourselves. We don't know if we want to click the affiliate link. There are cases where I won't click an affiliate link. This is not one of them because I don't want to accidentally search for the wrong thing. I want to get the exact right processor, the exact right RAM. People will be clicking all of these.
And finally, thumbnail. I know we're not doing channel audits, but that's just delicious. Like, text used really effectively. You got $400 PC next to a desktop that has neon lights in it, and it's very clean looking. And I would like to make thumbnails that have these sort of extra design elements with the purple brush stroke and whatever's going down there, at the bottom with these almost like floorboards that are being painted in purple. That just looks cool. And then the white accent off to the right hand side. This channel 100,000 subscribers within 2 years. There, I've said it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So congrats on getting monetized here in a couple days. So we want to show you a different channel now. And one that's really cool because this channel just hit 100 subscribers.
Whoop, whoop.
And that's
Nice.
pretty cool. Everyone's excited about their first 100 subscribers. In the last 28 days, that's 50 of their subscribers. So in a month, they've gotten 50 subscribers towards their 100 count. Oh, I'm glad they're here. Tech Closet.
You're
You're very
welcome, Tech Closet.
Look at how many views they had in the last 28 days, though.
Sweet.
17,000 views, 100 subscribers.
Lots of watch time as well, so that can't just be shorts. That's 10% of a way to, literally 10% of a way to monetization on both fronts, sir.
Yeah, this channel is going to be monetized soon. There is a reason for that, though, to pat ourselves on the back.
Reason?
The reason is that they happen to be in vidIQ Max.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give us a little bit of credit here. I think we might have had a little bit of help, just kind of nudging them along on their YouTube journey. They're in vidIQ Max. They just hit 100 subscribers. And this is the channel. It's Dip Down Anime. So we want to take a look at one of their videos today. They were bragging about their success.
Third anime channel of the day.
That was completely by accident. I did know this was, I knew this channel was coming up, though. So yeah, congrats on exactly 100 subscribers for Dip Down Anime. Views over their sub count on every single video except for that one. That's a short, though. They're doing amazing. They're going to be to 1,000 subscribers soon. They're going to be monetized very soon. So let's check out their latest video.
Make sure to get your custom URL locked down ASAP.
Yep.
We're giving away a free subscription to Crunchyroll to celebrate nearing 100 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe below for your chance to win. My Hero Season 6, Amber. Let's get it.
Oh.
So, the Paranormal
They're all
Liberation.
together? Okay. All right. Man.
This just seems like a buildup of everything that we've been waiting
Yeah,
for
it's
from
all
all the
finally
previous
coming together.
seasons.
It's got everybody ready. You told them all.
So that's about 27 seconds in. Quick intro just to talk about a giveaway they're doing.
Yeah, was that a sponsored thing? Is it what? Because he tried to tell us as quickly as possible to get that plugin.
We're giving away a free subscription to Crunchyroll to celebrate nearing 100 subscribers, so be sure to subscribe below for your chance to win.
It sounds like a subscribe plug. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily seem sponsored. But yeah, that's just a guess.
I don't know. Should I bring this up?
They're in vidIQ Max. They can take it.
So, technically speaking, but I always say this, and I see tons of channels doing this. What you're doing might be against terms of service because you're asking somebody to manipulate the metrics of your channel in return for a potential reward. That is, subscribe to the channel and you can enter a competition. And I think Gleam used to be the big giveaway service around this, where if you watched a video or you commented on a video, you would be entered multiple times into competitions. Is Gleam around anymore? I'm not sure if it is.
I remember the name, but I have not seen them come up in ages.
I would have to check the terms of services again, but I'm sure I've read somewhere many times that if you attempt to manipulate metrics on your videos, then you may have a video terminated or get a community guideline strike. So this is just a friendly reminder, warning. Chances are you probably won't get in trouble, but now I've said it on a live stream with 600 people watching. Maybe there's more exposure. Or maybe I should try and find this, Dan, as I'm going to find this. I'm going to find this in the background just in case I'm not wrong. And if you want to talk about maybe the start of this video.
Yeah, I like the way it kicks off. Other than the giveaway, I was a bit thrown by that, but it's all right. They're doing something to celebrate 100 subscribers. Nothing wrong with that, other than maybe what you're about to find. But from the production aspect, like, they're totally fine. Each host has a pretty cool setup. I like the dog in the background of that shot over there. They got the cool lights. They have what seems to be some pretty good chemistry. They're both really excited about this new trailer that they're going to watch. I think one thing I was struggling with a little bit, if I were to give you a quick critique here, was the audio. I thought that it was a bit hard to understand with everybody at the same volume, basically.
Okay.
It's both hosts and the trailer. And so let's listen again.
My Hero Season 6, Amber. Let's get it.
It's all right, Dan. I think it's hard to mix 3 different audios. And
Yeah.
I would accept that. It seemed pretty okay.
It did. I think it could it's something to improve upon. It's not something that made the video unwatchable by any means. But yeah, something to improve upon. I did notice the audio.
You'll probably know the answer to this, or the technical term. You can buy equipment which automatically fades down one source. You know, like, so let's say the anime is at 50% audio level, but as soon as you start talking, it fades it automatically down to like 30%.
Mhm.
Is there a term? I'm sure there's a term for that.
There's probably a
Someone else
term for
tells
that.
me.
I feel like
And
that's a software thing.
An equipment that could do that, or software that can do that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's a software thing. I know, like, I want to say Discord has something like that built into it.
Thank you. Yeah, audio ducking.
Thank you. Yeah,
ducking is a term, isn't it?
Yeah. So I noticed that was happening when they stopped talking. The trailer got louder. So I don't know. It's just something that kind of needs a little bit of massaging. It's not anything that I would worry about or anything like that. As a reaction video, are we concerned at all about the fact that they're not like pausing it to react to certain segments? Like they're just kind of watching it through in real time. Do you feel like in terms of fair use, like they'll be okay?
We're probably not the experts here on reaction content, but yeah, I mean, maybe you could argue in a court of law that this is transformational content, but as you say, Dan, from a automatic perspective, YouTube just may see this clip running and that audio running and say, "Yep, this is copyright claimed," or "You can't do that."
I know in Japan, I think it's Japan, the laws around copyright are way different than they are here. They're way more strict. It's why Nintendo has always been like really strict about anyone playing their games, and they had to lighten up over the years. So there's plenty of anime channels, and you're probably familiar with what I'm talking about. So I'm going to trust the anime channels know what they're doing at this point. But yeah, if in case anything were to happen, I think my prediction would be it's because you let the trailer completely just run through. I would have been pausing it to react to certain scenes. I don't know if they do. It's a very short video. It seems like there's just movement throughout. So yeah. And it doesn't look like they talk about it too much at the end, too. It's just kind of like...
Let's put it like this. Imagine if you just watched House of the Dragons, the latest episode, next 16-minute episode, without any pausing and reacting to it. That would probably get dinged, wouldn't it? You would imagine. Yeah.
I've seen people react to entire like Nintendo Directs where they just let it play live and they're sitting there with their audience watching it live. I think depending on the industry, like certain companies and stuff are okay with that because they know it's just getting out there to more people. The information they want is just reaching more people. When it comes to trailers like this, I don't know how they feel, so just proceed with caution. But that's so far the only advice I have for this channel is just a few things to proceed with caution with. Just be aware of things, but I don't know if there's any like hard like critiques here for me. They're doing a really good job.
The technical setup is pretty good here in that they're showing the footage of the anime and they're both on screen, pretty large size, reacting, and then they're using some nice stock background graphical footage as well. And so, technically that is a challenge, and I think they've got that done pretty well. So are all of their videos reactions to different animes and stuff? Is that essentially the crux of their channel, Dan?
Let's see. Does this say reaction? Let's see. I'm trying to get the thing to show up. Episode 7 react. And that one's 14 minutes. I don't know if the entire episode is that long, so I'm gonna assume you're not showing the entire episode in these. I would definitely be leery of that if you are.
What's interesting is that they're not actually titling any of their content react unless it's at the very end of a title, which we can't see. All right, so is it episode 5 react, and then it might be it's at the very end of a title, but they're using curiosity and intrigue at the beginning of their titles, so that's a good sign as well.
this is for this channel, it's only a matter of time, I think. View counts as strong as they are for the subscriber count, it's really only a matter of time before they get into like this is what I would expect from like a 10,000 subscriber channel in terms of views. Some of these videos.
Do you think they should make a decision not to include both people reacting to the animes on the thumbnails? Like you can see the female creator here often has their hands on their face in that shocked footage. I'd like to see that blown up. But then on other ones, like on the latest one, the guy has almost like got their jaw is dropped at something, and you might want to blow up that image. So you may have to make that decision. Like we know there's two creators here, but let's just have one of them reacting on the thumbnails. And I know we're going into channel auditing mode here, but that's where we've ended up.
I would agree. I think I've seen couples channels before, and I've been noticing this trend where they decide to both be in every thumbnail, and that's cool, and it kind of signals couples channel. But and I don't know if you're a couple or not. I'm sorry, you could be roommates. I have no idea. But I'm just using couples channels as an example.
Yeah.
I noticed that it just, and it's not like I'm telling these creators this, but just as I'm browsing YouTube, I'm like, I feel like that thumbnail would be better if they chose to put one of them in it. And what you could do is just flip flop every other video.
Yeah.
You know, him, her, and get different reaction faces too. Because I'm noticing you've used the same exact reaction frame.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah, for so many videos. So someone scrolling casually who's seen your channel before might think they've already seen the video because half of the thumbnail is exactly the same as the last one. So I would be changing these reactions, and I would also be playing around with what I would do. In fact, go to somewhere in your house that's really well lit and do a thumbnail photo shoot. If you're both in the same location, then both of you get like 20 to 50 reaction shots each, and on a nice clean wall, like nice, just one wall that's one color, and go into Photoshop or Canva, whatever your thumbnail editing software is of choice, and get a whole bunch of PNGs if you cut out. So that way the work is already done for you. Just take a day on this. And then you just have all of your reaction shots for the next 100 videos, like all set.
Now, Dan, I sent you a link in the private chats. This is a safe, clean link. If you can bring that up.
Well, it broke, so.
Right, so do find, so Control F, and search for manipulate, or M-A-N-I. Because I just always remember this specific term.
Why isn't it? Okay, M-A-N. Oh my God.
Right, M-A-N-I.
M-A. Why is it not?
Why is it not finding it? All right, if it's not going to do it that way.
There we go. Manipulate metrics.
Right. So scroll up a little bit to the top of the section. So the following restrictions apply to your use of service. You are not allowed to, and then point 6, cause or encourage any inaccurate measurements of genuine user engagement with the service, including by paying people or providing them with incentives to increase videos, views, likes, or dislikes, or to increase the channel's subscribers, or otherwise manipulate metrics in any manner. So again, maybe this is open to interpretation. Maybe you are allowed to ask somebody to subscribe to your channel and you'll be automatically entered into a competition. I would say that falls under this point, but I keep getting a bee in my bonnet about this. It's because Mr. Beast did it in one of his videos. He said, if you subscribe, we'll donate. For every person who subscribed, you donate 10 cents to charity.
Oh, it's in so many more videos than that.
So yeah, now I think, great. This is all for a very charitable cause. Super awesome, great. But technically speaking, isn't that against YouTube's terms of service? Which means
he
that
says you can subscribe, and he teases that the people in the videos are subscribers sometimes. So if you subscribe, you could be in the video. Like, there's a lot of that going on, and it seems to be okay because he's still here.
But anyway, Mr. Beast can presumably avoid this. Is this creator with their 100 subscribers gonna get the same amount of flexibility with this? I'm not sure. And the chances are, unless everybody who watches a video flags it, it's probably not going to come up. But this has been a problem in the past, and YouTube have identified manipulation of metrics. They want to try to avoid that. And giveaways was the classic example used, where you shouldn't be asking people to like or comment to be entered into a competition.
So for a channel with only a handful of videos, they started about 5 months ago, really kicked things off a month ago. For a month worth of content, they're already 100 subscribers, tens of thousands of views across the whole channel. we like to think of that as the vidIQ Max effect. We can't obviously take all the credit. This creator is doing all the work. We are there to guide them along on their journey, and they're just showing here in the last 28 days they've managed to get almost 17,000 views for a 100 subscriber channel. That is nuts. That is awesome to see. Again, vidIQ Max, there is a special offer that you can take advantage of right now. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen here. If you go to vidIQ.com/max and you enter that promo code while you're checking out, you can get a massive discount right now on vidIQ Max. Rob, it's you always know this better than I do. $300.
So if you were to pay for vidIQ Max every single month, it would cost the top amount. But if you pay for an annual subscription using the discount, you will save over $300. It's effectively 30% off the maximum that you would pay for vidIQ Max. The maximum you pay for vidIQ Max. But this is the offer that we have to encourage you as you're coming into the fall season, back to school, education. If you monetize your channel and you're looking where to reinvest it and have these amazing results, then vidIQ Max is certainly something you want to check out. And of course, on top of everything that's offered in terms of a Discord channel, all of the learning materials, you get all of the vidIQ tools as well, which include daily ideas, of a title generator. We've got a new generator coming very, very soon. Some of you may have already seen it, a sneak peek, which again was going to further optimize your content.
So there you go. That offer is also linked down below. So go check it out. If you're taking your YouTube channel from hobby to business, this is one of your routes to that goal. All right, we're going to go back to the claw now, and we're going to check out yet another channel here. First, we need to look in the forums. We're going to check out a gaming channel this time. We're almost at 500 on this forum as well. We're over 500 on the non-gaming forum. And so let's go into here. Claw.
What we can add as well, Dan, is that, you know, we just had another 1,000 channel submissions, and you randomly picked. It's kind of an unofficial perk of vidIQ Max, but we often go into the secret Max form that we have. But we also just pick out people from the Discord channel and say, yeah, we're going to feature them on the live streams, and they kind of get like semi-unofficial priority for video audits.
They had no idea today. They went and decided to brag about their YouTube success, and so I went and grabbed their channel.
There you go.
So they have no idea that we gave them that advice. They might not have been seeking our advice today. So hopefully,
but somebody in the Discord channel, because they're all friends and family in there, is going to be finding Alan and letting them know.
Alan,
sorry, not Alan. What was it?
Dip Down Anime.
Sorry, Dip Down Anime. I'm thinking of an entirely different anime channel that we looked at. Yeah, they're going to find them out in Discord and say, "Hey, do you realize you just got a video audit?" And they talked all about how your channel's going to get banned because you keep asking people to subscribe for competition giveaways.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll probably get some letters about that. So relatively new Minecraft channel. 5 months ago, they started making some shorts just here and there. Nothing really taken off until the one called Jesus Moment, and then we got one here with 8,000 views. Then one here with over 1,000, and then they started getting into long form video. But their best videos are, in terms of views, are definitely shorts. Why don't we check out this one? I Got Good at Skywars, and then we'll check out this short that got 3,000 views.
All right.
We can't play that song though.
Why would you put some music on there?
Definitely.
Is it a music montage?
It might be. So I would definitely be looking for music you can use. Stream Beats is one option. Epidemic Sound is one option. The YouTube library is one option. All of those services have some epic, amazing music in there if you know where to look. And you can avoid the inevitable copyright claims that you're going to get from using these massive, massive hit songs that do not license their content to YouTubers.
Can you just jump to 2 minutes and just play for a fraction of a second? I just wanted to check there's no narration. It's just music throughout.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is a good conversation in terms of audience expectation, in terms of shorts versus long form content. This video would be perfectly fine as a short that's 20 seconds long. Like, I Got Good at Skywars. You do a couple of montage moments of you doing something awesome in the game. It's tied to a bit of music. Job done. The view can move on. But once you get to 25 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, The viewers already had enough and they're ready to move on. I cannot imagine a viewer getting through 4 minutes of this music montage of stuff that you do well, because the pace of the video isn't changing. There's no story being told. And this is a classic case of you can't just make the same type of content for shorts as you do for long form content and vice versa. It's a very different audience viewing expectation. So if you are going to make long form content, you're likely going to need some narration. You're going to need a couple of montage moments that are 10 seconds, and then another montage moment, which is maybe 30 to 45 seconds, where you're building up a little bit of a story to add some variety to the content. So this is probably why I assume none of their long form content is gaining any traction. They're doing fine in shorts, but even if YouTube is recommending their long form content, it's not sending positive signals to YouTube to share it with more people.
This might be a symptom of coming from like some successful shorts. Like they've done shorts that have taken off.
Yeah.
And so they're taking the advice of like, okay, make long form videos that are like your shorts. But yeah, you do have to accept that without like a good change of pace, like it might just kind of feel like more of the same if it goes on for too long. So in videos like this, we've definitely seen people try and tell stories, to make it just a little more interesting. And that's where you get a commentator rather than just music coming on and saying like, I'm going to try to get 10 kills in a row in Sky Wars. If I fail, I have to do X. They add some stakes to the video, and then they kind of do this montage, still like a 4-minute video of them just like trying to get these kills, maybe being successful, maybe failing, whatever it might be. So yeah, I think the video just needed that kind of narrative to help it along.
So let's try a shot.
Yes.
Is it going to be music again?
There is music, but it is a short, and so we can still mute it for ourselves, but music is going to be more okay in that space.
All right, so that was fairly short. I think I got the idea of that there's some sort of PvP thing that you can do in Minecraft then.
Yeah.
Like dueling mode, and it's insane mode, and they were able to kill somebody very, very quickly. That seemed like pretty, was that like a good skill, Dan, in the Minecraft world?
It looked like they got the jump on them.
Yeah.
They're on this, I assume, a Sky Wars map, and that person did not expect someone to bust into their base and just start slashing at them. They didn't know what to do. They didn't even turn around to fight back because they probably were just figuring out what the heck was going on. So that was pretty cool. I think that makes for a good short, especially if you used like a good trending song that people like, just to keep them like stopping on the video and going, oh, I like this jam, and oh, that's pretty impressive. There's definitely a lot to that, I think.
But what they should remove at the very end is the subscribe logo appear.
Yep.
Because that instantly tells the viewer that the video is finished. And you probably could have got at least one more loop out of this if it just went back to you standing at the top of the spire and then jumping down and doing the kill. Because the viewer probably thought, oh, Matt, what, I did it that quickly? I'll watch this again. Oh, cool. But when they see this, they think, right, you've just told me it's time to move on to the next short.
Yeah, I would avoid this in all of your shorts, because on mobile and desktop, YouTube gives us a big red button that says subscribe, and it's there the entire time. If people want to subscribe, they will hit the button. This reminder, this call to action on YouTube Shorts is, like Rob is saying, like it interrupts the loop and it fades out slow. Yeah, I think people would have given this a second chance a little more often, and it could have seen a lot more views. We want your retention on your shorts to be over 100%. That's what it looks like when somebody watches it more than once. YouTube will literally say 200% average view duration. So that's what you want to aim for in the YouTube short space. But otherwise, good job. And they've had a number of these successful shorts now. This one's just called Chill. So got some music, and it's them completely wrecking somebody. And we didn't even get to see the finished product, the die or whatever. I don't know how it ends. And then it just says subscribe. So that is a bit of a concern. So that is one area you can improve on your shorts. Your long form videos need to be a little bit more. I think you just have to do a little bit more with those to make them a little more worthwhile. I want to see a more story driven kind of narrative. This is the kind of content, this PvP content is what you're kind of going to go for. Like, and also, as a quick tip, don't use red text on thumbnails. It's like impossible to read.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So Dan, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Cap or Iron Man?
I don't know, honestly. I like the Iron Man suit. I think it'd be fun, but I also think I would get hurt. I like the idea of being Captain America because even if you forget your shield, you're still pretty awesome. Whereas
Mhm,
Iron Man, if you leave the
mhm.
suit at home or in the shop, you're just kind of a dude that's rich.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm Iron Man all the way. I want all the tech. Iron Man's probably got an iPhone 14, and that's desirable to me. Plus, he's more flamboyant. He's got this, this boyish charm. He flies. He flies at the seat of his pants sometimes. Yeah, I kind of like that as a superhero.
I like that. I just think that if Iron Man's grocery shopping,
Captain America is a bit like the John Cena of the Marvel universe. He's too cookie cutter. He's too clean. He's too perfect.
Yeah, I know. But if I'm Iron Man and I'm like shopping, like I'm just a mortal in a grocery store, and if there's like some heavy case of water, like I'm gonna hurt my back trying to pick it up. But if I'm Captain America, I can like lift it with a pinky and throw it in my cart. I'm always Captain America. I don't have to be in a suit.
True.
So I do like that. But I would take either, to be honest.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
This is what happens when we get close to 2 hours. We
and hey, Evan.
Apart.
Hey, Evan.
Hello, Evan Carmichael.
Believe.
Okay, cool. We do have the claw still in service here. We are getting close to 550 on the regular form as everyone's like, shut up about Iron Man. Please draw another channel. All right, fine. Real quick. 550. We'll update the claw. 144. All right.
I went to a fair in Vancouver. It's called the P&E Fair on Monday, and they had a dog show called Super Paws Avengers. And so all of the dogs had Avenger names, and it was pretty cool.
Were they dressed up or?
No, they weren't dressed up. But one was called Four. Like there was a bulldog called Juggernaut, which made me laugh. I found that very funny. Even though Juggernaut technically is from a different part of the Marvel universe. But yeah,
it's pretty funny. Okay, so it is the Aussie Millennial. I see a lot of car content, motorcycles, but then I see a goat on a job site.
Random goat. You got to click that just for the title, Dan. Go on.
All right.
I mean, where the fuck do you belong?
Whoops.
Sorry.
Really rocked up.
The Aussies, as usual. Trust an Aussie. We give him 1 second of airtime and beep.
Oops. Okay. Let's look at this one.
So my guess is that that's not their content. I could be wrong. What do you have access to film crash tests?
It could be a mashup. Sorry.
Oh boy, it's getting to that time of the live stream.
Sorry, everybody. I'll leave. I'll show myself out. Yeah. So what do we want to do? Why can't I go back?
Okay. We're stuck. We're caught in a short time loop.
That's the description.
Yeah.
So not much there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have access to like car crash tests or they just mixed up like the music and the car crash.
What's the about section say?
Welcome to the Aussie Millennial.
Events, cars, history, facts, native animals, reviews.
My goodness.
Yeah, is this just a compilation channel?
I think so.
If you go back, also I've seen something here. Can you sort by most popular? With 23,000 subscribers, they've got one video with like, huh?
Yeah.
All right. That's not millions and millions of views.
Many years ago, though. They've been at
many
this
years
for
ago.
A long time.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting caught in the channel audit side of things here.
There's a lot of topics here. Huh.
Just try that. The one slap bang in the middle, the MGZS, MG. Yeah, well, just Is this? Where's this footage from?
Okay, I don't know if
Let's
I can play
take
the
a
music.
look at the infotainment system and Apple CarPlay.
So this could be his content.
Do you think?
The MGZS has great reception and sound quality with
Because the goat person didn't sound like this person.
Okay, it was a
I don't
different voice,
think.
was it?
Maybe. I don't know. But because of the randomness of the channel, like
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of trouble, even if it all is all their content. So we might move on because I don't know how to advise here.
Yeah, I guess the confusion and worry is that we don't know how much of this is original content, and if it is not original content, I'm not seeing much transformational effort put into it. We apologize greatly if this is all of your own recorded content, but the diversity and the different styles tells us it's not. And if it's not your original content, then we're not seeing like a through line and a consistency in the content, which is leading to these very spiky views. Why did a TV ad filmed at high speed get 75,000 views, and then a car accident in Australia gets 2 views? And I don't want to click on that one. If it's an accident, then
right,
who knows?
All
so
right.
it's nothing to do with the foul language on that one. It's just diversity of peculiar content.
Correct. I'm looking at another non-gaming one. DIY-tainment. They do furniture makeovers. That should be interesting.
So is this restoring stuff that they've acquired from somewhere?
They've given us a video to look at.
All right.
It's called Moldy Furniture, $100 challenge furniture makeover, furniture DIY, furniture flip. Rolls right off the tongue.
Whoa, that was visually interesting.
That's slick.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Oh, so they just managed to get in voice narration just in time.
I will be attempting to refinish this entryway table for her mom for under $100.
The bird in the background's great. Do you feel like the level of like video production doesn't quite match the level of audio production? Like,
is that what you're thinking?
I felt like I'm watching something like a documentary about a desk, and then, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it was such a weird disconnect. Like it didn't match the mood of what I was watching.
Can you just go back to 15 seconds then? Let me just hear it again.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. In today's video, Melissa and
So you're thinking they need like a condenser microphone or something just to add a bit more richness and bassiness to the voice?
I think that would help, but also like some narration like around here, like in 1928. Like,
So
like
so
tell the
also
story of the desk.
style of almost like not getting a voice actor, but I know what you mean, Dan. Like there is a great chasm of, I guess, effort or quality in the visuals versus the audio.
Yeah. I also think white balancing, the footage is great. It just needed a white balance. The green wood is matching the green grass. So there's a little bit of work I would have done on the footage, but that's like a nitpick. I love the shots they're getting. It looks like a story is being built up, but it was weird to hear someone come in like they were just introducing just a run-of-the-mill vlog when we're getting this super high quality like edit under it, you know?
There was also if you go back to where the table where you heard the bird, I think it was a little earlier on. It's probably like around about there. So play it. So again, like amazing videography, terrible text. That felt like it was done in Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, it's like one good After Effects tutorial on YouTube will fix this right up, because you can see that the word table is trying to stay right there.
It's
the edge of the
tracking, isn't
table.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not tracking super smooth, and After Effects will just do that for you if you just turn on a couple of settings and play with it a little bit. There's some great tutorials out there for tracking that kind of thing. So we're nitpicking here, and this is what we tend to do when you have an otherwise great video.
Yeah. And if you've noticed, the visual style and pace of this video is quite different. It's noticeably slower, but I just think that first intriguing clip of it as he was pulling out the table and it would switch from one angle to another, that kind of afforded me, the viewer, to give the video a bit more time.
Yeah.
And now we have these really aesthetically pleasing footage with just these tweaks, the white balance and the text here that just looks a bit amateurish. So I feel as if they've nailed down the video production side of it, and now it's tweaking the audio side of it and the effects.
Yeah. I mean, and I know that the white balance is off because of the thumbnail. Like the color of the desk changes completely.
Right.
So yeah, white balancing would have really helped the footage. And then just from there, like I was a little bit confused by the narration. Let's see later in the video.
Was there any sound there of the unscrewing of nails?
Very quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very quiet.
Because I think adding really high quality sound effects or sound is going to give you that almost like that ASMR vibe.
Yeah. This is great. I mean, I think the other thing I'm wondering is like, does the pace ever change? And not necessarily that it needs to. It's just it is interesting the way they've shot this. Oh, the music definitely does.
We left the table out to dry and came back to this. We freaked out and didn't even want to touch the table, thinking that it was mold. This was strange because we had no sign of mold or water damage on the piece before we started to work on it.
So as you said, Dan, that's where there is like a change of pace, which is I think you need in an 8-minute video. It goes back to a bit of narration. The music changed. It was more upbeat. There was more jumping between clips. But again, I just think the narrator here, I'm not saying that they need to be loud and excited, but more, I guess, gravitas.
Yeah.
A sense of purpose to their narration.
Yeah. It comes with practice. Someone asked about the thumbnail. Do we think that could use some improving? I do think it could use a little bit if we're to talk about that. Like, I'm not a big fan personally of emojis on thumbnails. Some people use them to good effect. And then it's just a lot of different things happening all over the screen. So the arrow and the circle, I totally get, but it's kind of shoved really far to the right of the screen where I feel like since this is the center point of the whole video, it should be a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit pushed over into that rule of thirds, realm. And then is that barf, like, is that mold basically? I don't know if the text is doing anything personally. I think the arrow is really thin as well. I think a big bulky arrow would be good here. But yeah, I would be just doing tweaks. Honestly, I think this is a perfectly serviceable thumbnail. But yeah, cool.
What is this channel called?
This channel is called
DIY.
Right,
yeah, so it is this person who's commenting on our critique of the narration. So yeah, that comes with time. Or you could experiment with just writing a script and having somebody on Fiverr try and narrate this for you. I feel as if the narration would just help with a bit more. How much? It's kind of like I'm trying to say the opposite of what I would usually say. It needs to be dialed up to 11. It's almost like the equalizer needs to be dialed up. Like there's little tweaks here and there to refine the voice. And I think also the pace. You could probably talk a little bit slower, but with more purpose, and have these natural pauses and gaps. Because of the pace of the video, I think it would fit a somewhat slower cadence, which is not often for me to say. Usually it's like speed everything up, go faster, cut. But you very much set a style and a tone very early on. And the audio effects, the some of the graphical effects and the narration just don't quite match that tone yet.
They also said our videos get views, but then it falls off. So they're not getting views in the long term right now. They just get like an initial surge.
No,
And
I think that's to be expected.
we certainly have that go. Oh, that's not their channel. We certainly have that going on with a number of our videos as well. Especially with sometimes we expect it with the way we title our videos. I kind of wonder if you're looking for more evergreen content. I kind of wonder in the world of like how to's, maybe if there's anything you can do to try and like have just some quick tutorials on like how best to sand and stain and just do some of these things that come really easy to you, but maybe like you take for granted just because you've been doing this a while. And that could help with just the overall, if you're looking to just get some consistent views passively in the background. Overall, I think because you've only have a handful of videos on the channel and your thumbnails are only getting to a standard now where I'd say they're like really good compared to like what they were before, where these aren't like fantastic. I think that if you were to continue posting, you'll see more successes like this. I also think that if we're in channel audit mode now, that this video is infinitely more interesting in terms of the title than some of these other ones. $100 challenge for restoring furniture. Like anyone can wrap their heads around that. That $100 is $100. Everyone knows what that means, even in several other countries. So that, that's perfect. And I think even though the rest of the title didn't make it in, it was a very long title. It's truncated. It doesn't matter. Like I think people are going to understand the concept there, and you've set them up to watch a pretty interesting video. So you have some views here, but you should do stuff like this more. This worked for you really, really well. And
agreed.
There's one down here for $10,000. Amazing makeover MDF water damage bedroom. So like there's a piece of furniture that got water damage and now you're going to make it over. So I would be specifically looking at furniture challenges and furniture that's been damaged in a way that anyone can relate to and trying to flip those. And then, just continue improving as a creator. Because I mean, the quality of your shots was just amazing. Your thumbnails have improved a lot. I think you're destined for really great things.
Word,
as they say, word. We'll end it there. Thank you, everybody. Remember, vidIQ Max deal is temporary. That's not going to happen forever. So the link for that is down below.
Act fast,
Yes. In fact, look, I already hid the
Oh,
code.
no, it's
So
gone.
now
It's
you
done.
got to go in the
That was
description.
brutal.
You got to go in the description to find it now. Otherwise, it could be gone from there too soon. So do check that out if you're looking to take your YouTube channel from hobby and you hope to turn it into a business. That is one step a lot of people are taking for vidIQ Max. Cool. Rob, any final thoughts?
As always, some interesting conversations. Even though we did audit 3 anime channels, I think each of those anime channels provided a different content conversation that applies to all creators. I think we're going to be back on Friday where we're going to be talking about is going viral a good thing or not? I think that's what's going out on Friday. I'll have to check. And we'll be back next Tuesday, next Wednesday, live streaming as always. For all of you folks, looking forward to it.
See you later.